the Pakistani Parliament is grappling with an unusual problem. Rats. When officials tried to retrieve records from a 2008 legislation, they discovered the documents had been nibbled on by these oversized rodents. According to an official who spoke to the BBC, the rats stay hidden during the day but take over the place at night, scaring off newcomers as they dart around like they're in a marathon. Now, the government is stepping up its efforts, bringing in the big guns, cats, to handle the situation, at a cost of 1.2 million rupees per year. This is not the first time cats are being used for this purpose. Historically, cats might not have been on official payrolls, but they've always had a job to do. From ships and military bunkers to food storage facilities, cats were relied upon to keep rodent populations in check and stop rats or mice from chewing through ropes and wires. In World War II, before the U.S. Navy banned cats on ships, a cat named Herman was recruited in the U.S. Navy Coast Guard as an expert mouser. In the 1960s, the world witnessed a truly bizarre event when it literally rained cats. The British Royal Air Force undertook a unique mission, deploying 23 cats, each equipped with a parachute, over the rice fields in Berrio, a remote area in Sarawak, Malaysia. The RAF parachuted cats into Berrio, where they successfully helped curb the rodent problem, showcasing a remarkable and somewhat surreal solution to an unintended ecological crisis. Back in 2007, the U.S. Air Force's 95th Mission Support Group took an unusual step by bringing on a military cat to tackle their rodent problem. The cat, named Wizzo, wasn't just a mouser, he had his own way of showing off his hard work. Every morning, the first person to walk through the unit's door was greeted by Wizzo, proudly presenting his catch of the day like he was handing in a report. In 2011, a similar tactic was applied in Bol City of Xinjiang province. The authorities raised an army of 150 cats to deal with the problem of rodents that had destroyed 5.4 million hectares of farmland. In 2020, when Chicago was named as the city with the most rats in the United States for the 6th consecutive time, 1,000 cats were hired to address this problem. People of Chicago paid $165 per cat to have them placed outside their homes and workplace. But are cats really good at catching mice? Turns out the answer is a little unexpected. According to research published in Frontiers in Ecology and Evolution, cats are embarrassingly ineffective in catching their prey, especially mice. Michael Parsons, a researcher at Fordham University, spent 5 months observing the interactions between rats and cats in Brooklyn. His findings were surprising. Over 79 days, the local cats managed to ambush just 3 rats out of a group of 150, and only 2 of those were actually killed. Research may cast doubt on their effectiveness, but history and tradition suggest otherwise. Cats have long been enlisted as rodent repellents, even if they're not always the most efficient hunters. Whether prowling ancient ships, military bases, or city streets, their presence alone often keeps the rodent population in check. So, while science might question their hunting skills, it's clear that when it comes to dealing with rats, cats have earned their place as the world's furry frontline defenders.